hard to do. Jump to Deuteronomy chapter 4 and verse 25.
Deuteronomy chapter 4 and verse 25. And it reads, when thou shalt beget children and children's children, and ye shall have remained long in the land, and shall corrupt yourselves, and make a graven image, or the likeness of anything, and shall do evil in the sight of the Lord thy God, to provoke him to anger. Now, verse 26, I call heaven and earth to witness against you this day, that ye shall soon utterly perish from off the land, whereunto ye go over to Jordan to possess it. Ye shall not prolong your days upon it, but shall utterly be destroyed.
So, creating graven images, worshiping Allah and Buddha, worshiping all these other strange entities, even worshiping basketball players and musicians,
Right.
putting them before the Most High God. This is why we are destroyed people. This is why our nation is in a race. Because we always find a way to profane and we got to come out of that idolatry, or we're never going to get out of this place. It's no way that we can continue in the way that we're operating and think that we're going to get the kingdom of heaven. It's no way. You got to turn back to the Most High God. 6:25. You got to turn back to the Most High God and walk in His way, and if you want to receive the kingdom. But if you want to love this place and you love the white man's kingdom, then continue in your way. Because the Most High God is going to judge you based on your works and your faith. And your works show your faith. Bring it out, King.
The book of Deuteronomy chapter 6 and verse 25. And it shall be our righteousness, if we observe to do all these commandments before the Lord our God, as he hath commanded us.
As he hath commanded us. So all of you pastors that say the law is done away with, you're blasphemous. All you pastors that say, see, the law of the Lord is a curse. You don't understand Paul's letters. You're blasphemous. The law, statutes, and commandments stand forever. Even when the new covenant is written in our hearts, we're going to know the law, statutes, and commandments. They're not going anywhere. And you must keep them if we're going to be able to receive this kingdom one to another and be free from the curse and be free from the empire of the Edomites.
Right.
Let me get Sirach chapter 5. That's what I was going to do earlier. So when you wake up to this truth and you get this knowledge, it goes in your belly and it's sweet. Matter of fact, hold that and get that in Revelation. It's in your belly and it's sweet. Revelation 10 and verse, start at verse, start at verse 7. You get this knowledge, you wake up to knowing that you're an Israelite, you're God's chosen people, and it's a beautiful thing. But once you start finding out what it is that you have to do and what you have to endure, it gets a little rocky, it gets a little rough. Because you used to being at Grandma's Sunday dinner. You used to eating them ham hocks and that turkey country bacon. You think that a crab cake is a delicacy. And you start realizing that you've been doing everything opposite of the Most High God. And now this walk gets a little more difficult. Hello. How you doing today? All right. Peace and blessings. Bring it out, King.
Book of Revelation chapter 10 and verse 7. But in the days of the voice of the seventh angel, when he shall begin to sound, the mystery of God should be finished, as he hath declared to his servant the prophets. Verse 9. Verse 8. Verse 8. And the voice which I heard from heaven spake unto me again and said, Go and take the little book which is open in the hand of the angel, which standeth upon the sea and upon the earth. And I went unto the angel and said unto him, Give me the little book. And he said unto me, Take it and eat it up, and it shall make thy belly bitter. But if thou be in thy mouth sweet as honey.
So eat this truth up. Eat this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding up. But understand, it's going to be sweet, but it's also going to be bitter. Keep going, King.
And I took the book out of the angel's hand and ate it up. And it was in my mouth sweet as honey. And as soon as I had eaten it, my belly was bitter.
And that's how this truth is. At one point you were super close with your family. And now it's almost like you're the outcast. At one point you had a whole gang of people that you used to party with, hang with, always in the mix. And now you ain't invited to the party no more because, oh, he believes in that God stuff. She's with that God stuff. They in that cult. But what it really is that you've woken up and you've taken on this truth. So go back to that wisdom of Psalm chapter 5. I mean, 2 Nephi chapter 5. Sirach chapter 5, the water. You've woken up to this wisdom and you trying to change for the better. And people don't want you to change for the better. The moment that you start changing for the better, they want to clown you, right? They want to scoff you. They want to play with you like you was a sucker. They want to play with you like you a so-called goody two-shoe. It ain't nothing wrong with being a good person. It ain't nothing wrong with living righteously. And if they want to mock you for standing up for the ways of the Most High God, separate yourself. And you will see what their end shall be. Bring it out.
The book of Sirach, chapter 5, bring it up. Set thy heart upon thy good, and say not, I have enough for my life. Verse 2. Verse 2. Follow not thine own mind and thy strength to walk in the ways of thy heart.
Bring that out again.
The book of Sirach, chapter 5 and verse 2. Follow not thine own mind and thy strength to walk in the ways of thine heart.
Because what does the scripture say in that Deuteronomy chapter 6 and verse 25? It says, we should keep the Lord's laws, statutes, and commandments according to the way he said to do it. Walk after the way of the Lord, paraphrasing, according to how he said it to you. Not after your own mind and after your own heart. That's not how God said to do it. Do it the way he said to do it. Keep going.
Verse 3. And say not, who shall control me for my work?
And we hear this all the time. We hear it all the time. The Most High God set the man over the woman. The Most High God said that the man is the head of the house and that the woman is the helpmeet. It doesn't make her any less, but there's an order to things. But what does the black woman and the Hispanic woman love to say? You don't control me. You don't own me. But the Most High God said that you do belong to your husband because your husband is your protector. There's an order to things. So bring that out one more time, King.
It's the book of Sirach, chapter 5 and verse 3. And say not, who shall control me for my works?
So, and that also goes to our brothers. You don't sit there and say to the Most High God, you don't tell me what to do. I don't gotta listen to you. I'm gonna do it my own way. The Lord gave us laws, statutes, and commandments to follow. Moses gave it to our people on the mountain. It's really not that hard to do. Keep going, brother.
For the Lord will surely revenge thy pride.
He will do what?
Surely revenge thy pride.
Because all it is pride. He set Moses in front of the congregation and they rebelled. He set Peter in front of the congregation and they murdered him. He set apostles to lead the people. Every single one of them, except for John, got put to death. And he got exiled to the island of Patmos. He set Joshua in front of to lead the people. There's always somebody that the Lord puts at the head of the congregation. I ain't gotta listen to no man. Ain't nobody gonna tell me what to do. But the Lord set that man ahead of you and set that man to be the leader. And as long as they're following the law, statutes, and commandments and teaching you to do so, there should not be a problem with you being able to get in order in the way of the Lord. Keep going, brother.
Verse 4. Say not, I have sinned, and what harm have come unto me?
Bring that out again.
Say not, I have sinned, and what harm have happened unto me?
That's extreme pride right there. That you're gonna say that I done murdered how many people? What happened to me? I done slept with how many dudes' wives? What's gonna happen to me? Say not that I have sinned and ain't nothing happened to me yet. Understand, the Lord takes his time when he's ready to get you. Keep going on that, brother.
For the Lord is long-suffering.
He's what?
Long-suffering.
The Lord got patience. Keep going.
He will in no wise let thee go.
He will what?
In no wise let thee go.
He's not going to let you escape the judgment. It may not happen today. It may not happen next week. It may not happen next year. But please understand, your judgment is coming if you don't repent. Keep going, brother.
Verse 5. Concerning propitiation, be not without fear to add sin unto sin.
Listen, man. Don't keep adding sins because you like, oh, I escaped that one and I escaped that one. Hey, it's all good. I'ma just keep on sinning. I'ma just keep on doing what the hell I want to do. Don't keep adding sins onto sins, because when that day comes and you sit at the judgment seat, Christ's going to have a long list to try to defend you. It's going to get to the point where he say, hey, my hands are off this one. Keep going, King.
Verse 6. And say not, his mercy is great. He will be pacified for my multitude of my sins.
That's a problem. That's a problem with the Christian church. They keep teaching our people that, hey, the Lord is merciful and he loves you all. You all going to make it to heaven. That's a lie. That's a lie. If you keep transgressing against the Lord, you ain't getting the kingdom. You're going to get burnt up right along with the murder. You got to change And you gotta love one another. You gotta change. And you gotta stop hating on one another. Stop stealing from one another. Murdering one another. Being envious and trying to take from one another. It's the law, statutes, and commandments that you gotta live by. Keep going, brother.
And say not, his mercy is great, and he will pacify for the multitude of my sins. For mercy and wrath cometh from him,
That's right.
and his indignation resteth upon sinners.
His indignation rested upon who?
Upon sinners.
No, the sin.
Upon sinners.
He's going at the sinners. Bring it out. Keep going, King.
Verse 7. Make no tarrying to turn to the Lord.
Don't be waiting days, months at a time. You never know when the judgment of the Lord is coming. So don't be making no tarrying to turn back to God. Keep going, King.
And put not off from day to day. For suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come forth.
For when?
Suddenly the wrath of the Lord shall come forth. And in thy security thou shalt be destroyed.
And right when you think it's safe, and you ain't even thinking no more about the ways of your past and the ways that you committed abominations and destruction on the earth, and you ain't thinking about your sins no more, suddenly, what's going to happen?
Thou shalt be destroyed and perish in the day of vengeance.
And that's just the way that the Most High God works. We're not worried about the white man. We're not worried about the African man. We're not worried about the Arab man. We're worried about the blacks and Hispanic man and woman. Because we are God's chosen people. We are supposed to be the people to show everybody else how to live. Not the opposite. We ain't supposed to be following after the white woman, the disgusting, hideous white woman. We're not supposed to be following after the white man, the smelly, horse-smelling white man. We're supposed to be following after God. We're supposed to be following the law, statutes, and commandments in the Bible. Pick up the book and read.
Right.
But if you want to keep it from a black man, put it in a book. But if you want to give it to the black man, go find some type of idolatry or some type of wizardry and sorcery and give it to our people. And they'll say, this is the way. We got to change from our ways. We got to turn back to the Most High God and endure. Because the day of the Lord is near.
Right.
Let me get that 1 Thessalonians chapter 5 from the top. Mike. That's it? Okay. John.
The book of 1 Thessalonians chapter 5 from the top. But of the times and of the seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you.
Right.
For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night.
We don't got to explain it to you because we keep bringing it out. We telling you with all these earthquakes, the pestilences, the famines, you got to pay $20 for a sandwich. These are the times that the Lord has been telling you about. When in the hell has it been to be able that you have to pay $9 for a large fry? That's madness. You gotta pay $3 for a bottle of water. Water is a natural resource. It was given to us by God, and you gotta pay for it. If you leave it up to the white man, they would try to charge you for the air that you breathe. But if you want this kingdom to continue, then go in the way of the white man. But if you want to have the kingdom of heaven, where we are going to rule the earth with Christ, then turn back to the Lord.
Right.
Keep going on that.
For when they shall say peace and safety.
There it is again. In your security, when they shall say peace and safety. Yeah, I heard them niggas on the corner yelling. Yeah, I heard all that stuff they were saying. But the hell with that. I'ma live my life. God loved me anyway. But when they say peace and safety, what?
Then sudden destruction cometh upon them.
Then the nukes start flying. Then Vladimir Putin pushes the button. And you caught out here like the book of Eli. Keep going, King.
God. As travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape.
And they shall what?
They shall not escape.
You can't get away from the judgment of the Most High God. You can't get away from his anger if you've continued to piss him off. Keep going.
But ye, brethren, are not in darkness, that the day should overtake you as a thief. Ye all are the children of the fight.
Ye are what?
The children of the fight. And the children of the day, the children of the night. The children of the light. And the children of the day.
That's right.
And are not the children of the night, nor of darkness.
We ain't the children of darkness. That would be the so-called white people. They're the ones that tell you that it's okay for a boy to dress up like a girl in a tutu. They're the ones that tell you it's okay that you can just sleep with your neighbor's wife. They're the ones that got popes and priests and bishops in the Catholic Church playing with little boys and girls. And then they come and ask you for more tithes, and they teach you wickedness. They teach you the Trinity that's not in the Bible, and they continue to deceive our people. Because the Bible was written for us. The Bible was written for our sake. The Bible is black and Hispanic history.
Right.
But we're learning it from the so-called Catholic Church and Christianity. We are not the children of the night, but we are the children of the light. We are royalty on the earth, and we must walk in it. Revelation chapter 22 and 11.
The book of Revelation, chapter 22, starting at verse 11. He that is unjust, let him be unjust still.
That's right.
He which is filthy, let him be filthy still.
That's right.
And he that is righteous, let him be righteous still. And he that is holy, let him be holy still.
So if you want to walk in righteousness and holiness, turn back to the Lord. Hold fast and endure to the end. If you want to be wicked and just worry about your own self and be selfish, not care about your brother, your sister, and your people, hold on to your wickedness and your filth.
Right.
Keep going, King.
And behold, I come quickly, and my reward is with me.
Christ says he's coming quick, like a thief in the night. You ain't going to know the day it's going to happen. And his reward is with him.
To give every man according to his work shall be.
Giving every man according to how you live your life on the earth, based off the law, statutes, and commandments. Keep going.
I am Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end, the first and the last.
That's right.
Blessed are they that do his commandments, that they may have right to the tree of life, and may enter in through the gates of the city.
And there's 12 gates to the gates of the city. And on those 12 gates are the names of the children of Israel. Revelation 14 and 12.
The book of Revelation, chapter 14 and verse 12. Here is the patience of the saints. Here are they that keep his commandments, keep the commandments of God and the faith of Yahweh.
Kum Yashab.
Kum Yashab.
Kum Yashab.
Kum Yashab.
We got next.
We got next.
Shalom.
Whoa.